As I mentioned to you in our text, I honestly don't think that those two guys are head and shoulders above these two guys. Bivol and Beterbiev are natural 75-pounders. I want to say Bivol is a much better technically sound fighter than Benavidez. Hits a little bit harder, I think, than Benavidez, and a little stronger than Benavidez. And Morrell's got a little way to go. Now the monster, the other guy, the real monster, Beterbiev. To me, if he's able to stay busy, now he's getting at a little later age now, but he's able to stay busy with punch output against any of these guys, he beats them easy because of his strength and power. I don't think that either guy, Morrell or David Benavidez, is ready for those two.
Peace, everybody. Sweet Science Boxing Academy. We're back with another video. All right, man. So that shouldn't need no introduction in itself. That was Abel Sanchez. We all know Abel Sanchez being the head trainer of Gennady Golovkin for so many years. Abel Sanchez was basically the person who got a lot of the boxing fans not liking Golovkin because Abel was just saying how Golovkin could just beat anybody from 154 to 175. And he was calling out Floyd Mayweather to fight Golovkin at 160, or no, I think he said that was the only fight that Golovkin will actually go down to 54 to fight Floyd Mayweather. They said they would give Floyd that honor. They would actually go down to 54 to fight Floyd. He was saying that he would easily knock out Andre Ward at 68, but when Andre Ward obliged, they didn't answer, but that was him talking about David Benavidez, David Morrell, Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol. Because Bivol and Beterbiev, they fought and they about to fight again this coming weekend. And then you got Morrell and Benavidez, they had just fought. They just became 75-pounders 2 fights ago. Then they fought each other in a tough, grueling fight. Shout outs to both men because it was a real good fight. But David Benavidez, he came out on top, showing that his experience was just too much for Morrell. Morrell having only 11 pro fights, although he was a terrific amateur, but just not enough experience and improves, given with someone like Benavidez. But, with the confidence that Benavidez had after that win, he said that he wanted the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev, but he more so was calling out Bivol, saying that he more so confident in fighting Bivol because he sparred with him and he did real good with him. Well, Abel said in that interview that, his guy did real good with him too. When he got one of his guys to spar Bivol, he said Bivol was like $20 in that sparring session. He said his guy was working over him, and then a couple days later, when he actually got to a fight, he looked like $1 million. He wouldn't have won his guy to fight him that night. He said because maybe he was just working on stuff, and you just never know. They were there at Bivol's camp, so maybe Bivol and them trainer was telling them, just to do certain things or not to do certain things, because that's a lot of stuff that my coach used to do too. We get in the ring with certain people. He like, yeah, just work on your jab or work on your defense. Just move around. Don't go forward, or go forward. Don't box. Just come forward. Apply pressure. Like you got to do certain things, and you couldn't do certain things. You couldn't use all your tools because you're working on certain attributes that maybe you're not real good at. So a lot of times a good coach, and that's what Abel alluded to, they will want you to work on things that you're not good at, so you'll be real good at it in a fight versus continues to do things that you already good at. You want to focus on things that you kind of lack at, and maybe that's what Bivol was doing. You never know, even if it wasn't just like Floyd say, you can beat me up in sparring, but when I'm under them lights, that's when it really counts. You know, kind of counting when they said that Floyd got beat up by Earl Spence, and sparring when Earl was just, you know, a prospect coming up when he was only like 6 or 7-0. And Floyd said, yeah, he might, you know, got some good rounds with me, but under them lights is where it really counts, and that's true. So Abel, he believed that Artur and Bivol is levels above Benavidez and Morrell. And we going to leave Morrell out of it right now because it's more so focused on David Benavidez because he's the one who won that fight and he's the one who's been calling those guys out and people want to see. And what you think about it, he is. He's right. Benavidez, although he's a good fighter, he might even be a great fighter. But just like I said about the levels, there's levels to it. And he not really showing that he knocking out, going to knock out people at 175. He ain't do it yet. His last couple of fights at 68, he didn't even knock the people out. So at 75 is going to be a different problem. And just because he's big and he's looked strong and all that, it doesn't necessarily, like, you got to think about, like, remember Big Charlo, Jamal? He was the big, strong 154-pounder knocking out J-Rock Julian Williams and then moved up to 160. And everybody thought he was going to be knocking out people there. And although he's looking and punching with intensity and, you know, ferocity and beating people, but the knockout stopped. He wasn't knocking nobody else out. And I see the same thing going to be happening for David Benavidez at 75. And if he can't hurt you, especially if it's someone like Artur, and like he said, if he's still able and capable, if Father Time ain't catch up by the time he fight David Benavidez, David Benavidez is going to have a problem. Even with Bivol, because people looking at Bivol like he's the weakest link. But Bivol just so happened it might be stronger than David Benavidez. Remember, Canelo couldn't hurt him. And Canelo is big and strong. Canelo be hurting everybody. So if Canelo couldn't hurt him, I don't know if David Benavidez can hurt him. Because I don't know if David Benavidez is stronger than Canelo. He might got more punch output. He might put on more pressure. But as far as his natural power, I don't think Canelo, I don't think David is stronger. Because David don't got the one punch, knockout like Canelo do. Canelo, he more so rock you, hit you with something, you fall asleep. Versus David Benavidez is a cumulative of punches to get you out of there. Just from just wear and tear. So, you know, Abel might be on to something, but yet remain to be seen. So, we just going to have to wait and see. So, it is what it is. But that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.